BNB spoilers. Sheila reports Taylor for boundary violations with Deacon the Bold, and the beautiful spoiler suggests that Sheila Sharp, Kimberlin Brown could file a complaint against Taylor. Hayes Rebecca Budig for boundary violations concerning Deacon. Sharp, Sean Cannon, will Taylor lose her job? Sheila Carter credits Taylor. Hayes Sheila credits Taylor for saving her marriage to Deacon. However, Sheila doesn't realize just how close Taylor and Deacon have become. Deacon cannot get over his feelings for Taylor, and that may end up coming out and exposing just how close Taylor and Deacon are. Is filing this complaint the only way to save her marriage? Taylor is having the same issues that Deacon is because she cannot get him out of her mind either. Deacon and Taylor had connected months ago, and now they are still having these feelings. Deacon has been there for Taylor as well. Taylor needed someone to talk to about her breakup with Ridge Forrester, Torsten K as well. Sheila Sharp threatened Taylor Hayes' life. Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda has talked with Sheila about Deacon's therapy. Lee brings up Sheila and Deacon's closeness, and suggests it could be something more. Sheila told Lee that she would kill Taylor if she crossed the line and go intimate with Deacon. Sheila says it was just a figure of speech now, but we have all seen what she is capable of. Is Taylor in danger? Sheila may have not meant what she said about killing Taylor. However, she is not going to be happy with Deacon and Taylor having feelings for each other. Will Sheila ruin Taylor's career instead to try to get her out of Deacon's life, for good? Will the charges of boundary violations be enough to take Taylor's license and cause her to move on? Are Deacon Sharp and Taylor Hayes' destiny? Deacon agreed to try and fix things with Sheila because he wasn't sure that he could just leave her. However, Deacon finds himself thinking about Taylor all of the time, and Sheila will eventually notice. If things don't work out between Deacon and Sheila, will we see her trying to ruin Taylor's career with Taylor being known as a world-renowned psychiatrist? How would it look if she was charged for inappropriate conduct with a patient? Taylor's reputation means a lot to her, and her work being questioned could be a big issue. Will Sheila ruin Taylor's career over her attraction to Deacon? Can Taylor continue to ignore the bond between herself and Deacon? Sheila could find herself going off the rails and attacking Taylor over her and Deacon's closeness. Will Deacon leave Sheila and try to see what happens with himself and Taylor, who will win Deacon in the end? The Bold and the Beautiful. Spoilers. Friday, November 14th. Luna forms escape plot. Steffi and Finn's come before the storm. The Bold and the Beautiful. BNB. Spoilers for Friday, November 14th reveal that Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada escape plot will form while Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood and John Finn Finnegan, Tanner, Nova Lynn, enjoy the calm before the storm. For starters, Finn and SE will spend some time celebrating their love. Steffi and Finn's marriage is still going strong after all the challenges they've tackled together, so they'll take a moment to acknowledge that and sizzle behind closed doors while Finn and Steffi keep love alive with some extra romance. Luna will be busy plotting her escape. Another laundry car just passed by Luna's cell and seemed to give her an idea, so she may run with that on Friday's BNB episode. It looks like Luna will make a laundry cart part of her getaway scheme. So she'll mull over her next steps and how to score her freedom. Luna is getting awfully desperate to see will Spencer Crew Morrow, which means more drama is brewing for her baby daddy, as well as Electra Forrester Linnea Grace when it comes to the family she wants to build with Will by her side. Luna doesn't plan on letting Electra stand in her way. All signs point to Luna eventually breaking out of prison and making her way back to the beach house to unleash more chaos. Luna could turn the beach house into a crime scene again and bring some panic in the not-too-distant future. In the meantime, Rachel Riley will return his promise to cleanse Bill Spencer's Don Diamond office space and get rid of any negative vibes. Since Rachel already did a smudging ritual at the beach house, she'll do one at Spencer Publications next and clear out any toxic energy. Bill is trying to be calmer at work, so he's on board with creating a positive atmosphere and trying to let any bad vibes go. Of course, Bill will have another round of turmoil to contend with. If Luna's escape plot is successful, Luna may push Bill too far this time around. So stay tuned for updates on the chaotic news ahead. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Luna will remain a big problem for the Spencer clan and give them plenty more stress to deal with. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Liam's honeymoon surprise for Hope, but will family drama derail it? The Bold and the Beautiful BNB spoilers hint that Liam Spencer's Scott Clifton may have a honeymoon surprise for Hope, Logan, Annika Noel, but will family drama derail it? Could some shocking news force Hope and Liam to postpone any trip that might be looming? Things have been going well for Liam ever since he asked Hope to marry him again. Hope said yes right away, so it wasn't long until the wedding planning began, of course, that led to Beth Spencer's Jordan Gracie excitement, especially since Hope and Liam agreed to let her be their officiant. The only snag so far has been Beth's issue with having Sheila Sharp, Kimberlin Brown at the ceremony. But that's not going to rain on Hope and Liam's parade. Too much. Liam and Hope are still planning on tying the knot for good this time. So hopefully they'll make this marriage stick. Naturally, we have to consider what might be in store after the nuptials. Will Liam deliver a honeymoon surprise and plan to whisk Hope off to some incredible location that's special to them? Hope has been hard at work on the Hope for the Future relaunch, but the team could surely spare her for a few days. Liam and Hope deserve a little getaway to bask in the afterglow of their wedding. So some honeymoon goals could be set. Unfortunately, family drama could get in the way. There may be multiple paths to trouble. Since Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada escape could cause more chaos, especially for the Spencer clan B, and B's been offering clues about Katie Logan's Heather Tom Hart problems flaring up, so Liam might need to stick around and support Bill Spencer Don Diamond through that too. There could even be family issues on Hope's, and since Deacon Sharp Sean Cannon might be on the verge of cheating on Sheila with Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig Hope could get dragged into her dad's relationship mess, depending on how things play out. Considering all the turmoil that could throw Hope and Liam for a loop, they may end up having to delay their honeymoon for a bit. It might be best to wait until after Hope's fashion show anyway, but let's hope Liam takes her on a post-wedding trip. Hope and Liam are finally back together after far too long apart. So they deserve all the bells and whistles of a proper reunion story. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Liam and Hope will count on their next chapter to last forever. So stay tuned for updates on how long they can stay. A blissful couple. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Brooke catches Deacon and Taylor. Sizzling moment reels over Sheila's cheating hubby. The bold and the beautiful BNB spoilers hint that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang might catch Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon and Taylor Hayes. Rebecca Buddick. Sizzling moment. Will Brooke end up reeling over Sheila Sharp's Kimberlin Brown? Cheating hubby Taylor is trying to maintain some professional boundaries with Deacon, but it's tough now that he's awakened something inside her. Both Deacon and Taylor feel a certain pull toward each other that's only going to get stronger in the coming episodes. The show already offered up a slow dance fantasy between Taylor and Deacon at El Giardino. However, B&B may let Taylor and Deacon have some truly sizzling scenes. If this keeps up, it'd be a waste if they had all this build-up without truly going there. So let's hope Deacon and Taylor will at least make out. If Taylor and Deacon hit the sheets at some point, that'd be even better, since it'd escalate the drama. Regardless, Deacon seems poised to betray Sheila with Taylor. So it's just a matter of when it'll happen, and we'll find out first. This seems like the perfect story for Brooke to get involved in, for a couple different reasons. For starters, Brooke just stole Ridge, Forrester, Torsten K back from Taylor, and would like to see her find happiness with someone else. That's something Brooke's been rooting for, but she'll be taken aback if she learns Taylor is finding her bliss with Deacon. Since Deacon is Brooke's sex, that could add another layer of messiness to all this. Deacon feels a certain bond with Taylor because they're both Ridge and Brooke's roadkill in his eyes. At some point, Brooke may witness Taylor and Deacon surrendering to temptation. Perhaps Brooke will spot Deacon kissing Taylor, or even walk in on them, stripped down for some passion somewhere that could put Brooke in a tight spot of Taylor and Deacon beg her to keep quiet. Brooke doesn't want to keep secrets from Ridge. So would she tell him anyway? Whatever the case, Brooke may sound the alarm if she catches Deacon cheating on Sheila with Taylor in the coming episodes. Since Brooke knows what it's like to be targeted by Sheila, she may fear for Taylor's safety and warn Deacon that he's playing with fire. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Sheila could get some scandalous news and unleash her wrath down the road. So stay tuned for updates on all the excitement. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Luna's laundry cart getaway sneaks a ride on quest for freedom. The bold and the beautiful BNB spoilers hint that Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada may come up with a laundry cart getaway plan. Will Luna sneak a ride on her quest for freedom? Now that Luna has seen Will Spencer's crew Morrow? Newest social media post? But she's more desperate than ever to get out of prison. Luna doesn't want while living it up in the beach house with Electra Forrester Linnea Grace while she's stuck behind bars. Since Luna has deluded herself into thinking Weil loves her deep down, she'll feel confident she can win him over once she's free. Luna just has to figure out an escape route. So B and B may have offered a hint about that. Toward the end of the November 12th episode, while Luna was busy dwelling on Will and Electra's photo, her cellmate walked by with a laundry cart. Although inspiration hasn't struck for Electra yet, that may be coming up soon. Of course, it's possible the laundry cart sighting meant nothing, but it's also possible it was a clue about Luna's upcoming getaway plot. Luna doesn't have a lot of options, so we could certainly imagine her trying to hide in a laundry cart. It might give Luna an opportunity to get to another prison area that's not as monitored and somehow make a break for it. Maybe Luna will recruit her cellmate for help on this plan and hope for the best. There's no guarantee Luna will be able to pull it off, but she could certainly give it a try. Luna has proven to be a pretty slippery character, so she might actually make it to freedom at some point. It'll be interesting to see how far Luna will go on her mission to build a future with Will and their baby. Do you think a laundry cart getaway attempt is in Luna's future? Will that become part of Luna's prison exit strategy in the coming episodes? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Luna definitely has a few tricks up her sleeve. So stay tuned for news ahead for her enemies and victims. BNB, spoilers, Friday, November 14th, Luna plans her great escape. The bold and the beautiful. Spoilers for Friday, November 14th, 2025 reveal Luna ready to do something crazy to get to the object of her obsession. Luna in the laundry, Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada, can't believe the man of her dreams is forgetting about her already. How come will Spencer Crew Morrow not think about her night and day? After all, he is in love with her deep down inside. He just has to figure that out. She is sure he will one day, if he would just get away from that insipid Electra Forrester. Seeing Will and Electra happily setting up house together at the Spencer Beach House, where she tried to kill multiple people and was almost killed herself, is too much for Luna to bear. She has to somehow get out of this prison and remind Will that she is still around and they are having a baby together. To that end, Luna begins to plan her escape. She is sure that if she just hides in one of those large laundry carts, she can find her freedom and make a mad dash to Will in the beautiful Pacific Ocean. When Luna sets her mind to something nuts, she usually accomplishes it at first, at least somehow. She always manages to get caught. That is why she has to make this plan foolproof, so she never has to spend a day behind bars again, and what will be hers at a time for great romance. Steffi, Forrester, Finnegan's, Jacqueline McInnes Wood homecoming was marred with the news that Luna was still alive. Steffi thought she was coming home to a calm and peaceful life and that Luna would never bother them again. At least, Luna is behind bars, at least for now, so Steffi doesn't feel like she's in danger. That means it's time for some romance with John Finnegan, Tanner Noblin, Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, and Katie. Logan, Heather Tom have not had a love scene. Hope Logan, Annika, Noelle and Liam Spencer Scott Clifton have not had a love scene, but it's a sure bet that Steffi and Finn will have a love scene on Friday, because they always do. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Be sure to check back with Soap Opera Spy for all the latest, the bold and the beautiful, spoilers, news, rumors, comings and goings and updates. The bold and the beautiful. Luna has her next disguise and plot foreshadowed on the bold and the beautiful. Will is sick of surfers hanging out on his property, and this looks like another great example of some foreshadowing going on here. Luna's next disguise. What happened on the bold and the beautiful? We are having the stage set. Excuse the pun on B&B for the next set of events involving Luna Lisa Yamada and her desires to pursue Will Crew Morrow and whatever that means for Electra Linnea Grace. Let me lay it out. Luna has used disguises several times already, and that appears to be a theme. And what better than Surfer Girl to get access to the property? Next, we have seen how successful Luna can be at fooling everyone. There was the fake teacher disguise, and then the rose-tinted glasses she wore at Will's party where she basically drugged him for her disguise to work. All she would need is a surfboard, maybe a swimsuit, and oh, don't forget, a towel. All that remains is for Luna to engineer an escape from prison, pesky detail as it may be, but it had better be an escape, not a pardon from up on high or any kind of paperwork snafu. Give a fan some credit, I could wholly get behind a well-thought-out escape plot, two inmates working together, finding a routine they can take advantage of, or finding a guard who is lax in security protocols, or even befriending one and getting inside help to make a bust out. Just give us something that we can believe in. Do we want Luna out of jail? No, not really, but if she is, make it exciting and stir up some drama and suspense. The topic of Luna getting out of jail and pretending to be a surfer chick has already been on the Soap Central message boards, and a few fans were giving their thoughts on it too. Will says, no more surfers trespassing on his property. Now they are there. Cat Mama 1 Why would that be? Will are you going to hire security? La lacks talented security guards. Just ask Ridge or Finn. So here is what will happen at least. My prediction of events, Luna will get out of jail somehow. She will get to the beach house. She will have one of her great disguises on. Elektra, who will be at home alone, will see her outside. Think she's a trespassing surfer, go out to confront her, and all hell will break loose. Wanna bet something is going to happen? Why else would we get that stupid scene? I have a feeling, or maybe hoping, it will be Katie that Luna confronts, and maybe Katie can talk her down and convince her to give them the baby. I have no idea why Luna thinks Will cares for her, as he never gave her any hope at all. This is another situation where the writers have an outstanding problem to exploit and come up with something we can dig our teeth into. Give us this our daily bread, the bold and the beautiful recap. November 13th, Will and Elektra's new beginning pushes Luna toward a prison escape on the Thursday, November 13th, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Bill and Katie shared their good news with Liam, while Will and Elektra reflected on their new life together, and Luna's desperation levels increased. What happened on The Bold and the Beautiful? Bill and Katie met at the Spencer offices, and he beamed with happiness about their reconciliation. He admitted that it was well worth the wait. She hoped Will could join them at the Spencer estate, and although Bill felt the same, Will was ready to be on his own. Will has a steady girlfriend and a thriving career, so being at the beach house was the next logical step in his life. Plus Bill and Katie were long overdue. For a long time after spending several years apart, they briefly gave in to the unbridled passion, but they were quickly interrupted by Liam, who was horrified by what he walked in on. He offered to give him some privacy and asked if they were back together. Bill exclaimed, "Hell yeah," which prompted a smile from Liam. Liam labeled the news as fantastic and expressed excitement that not only were they back together, but they had also moved in together. He was surprised at how quickly it progressed, but he was thrilled. Liam explained to Katie how much Bill needed her in his life, and Katie felt the same way. He wondered if Will knew the good news, and not only was he ecstatic, but they also told Liam that they had given him the beach house. Liam wondered if the beach house was a good move, given that it was the scene of Luna's heinous criminal activities. Katie introduced Liam to Rachel of Big Brother fame, who rid the beach house of all of Luna's toxic energy. Katie also revealed that Bill had a professional crime scene cleaning crew scrub the home from top to bottom. They urged Liam to visit Will at the beach house, although they worried it would be triggering for him, because he was shot there. However, Liam was all for it, and he praised Bill for being a great dad. After Liam left, Katie noticed a photo of her and Bill that reminded her of their previous life together, which gave her hope for the future. She encouraged him to continue proving himself, as his hard work in changing as a person had been successful so far. Although he couldn't reach perfection, she gave his life meaning and purpose, and she guided him throughout the darkest of times. Katie picked up the photo of her Bill and Will when he was a child, and she reflected on how far they'd come. The way Will had handled the Luna debacle was admirable, but she wished for Luna to disappear from their lives together at the beach house. Elektra expressed how she could get used to living life right on the ocean. They looked forward to making new memories at the house to erase the path of destruction caused by Luna. She nearly lost her life during her crime spree and almost took Shalia and Liam with her. Elektra couldn't believe the amount of bloodshed that took place in her boyfriend's new home. However, he promised they create new moments that would make that a distant memory. Elektra joked about forming a salt circle at the entrance to cleanse the spot from evil. He didn't think enough salt existed to ward off Luna's energy. Still, despite the shootings, Elektra felt only good vibes at the beach house. Will knew that Luna wasn't permanently in their past because of the pregnancy, so they couldn't forget about her forever. He started ranting about Luna, and Electra apologized for bringing her up, but Will confessed she was already on his mind. Someone showed up at the beach house and took a shower on the patio, forcing Will to kick him off the property. He refused to let anyone else do that. Now that he was the owner of the property, Electra was amazed by the upscale quality of the property, but all one could think about was having somewhere to spend more time alone with the woman he loved. Besides the Luna drama, he had everything to look forward to in life. Things were looking up. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't stop thinking about Luna's chokehold on his life. It was difficult to forget that his new home served as the host to the shootings of his brother, former sister-in-law, and Sheila. The location was somewhat tainted because of the crime spree. However, Electra wanted Will not to let Luna siphon the joy out of the monumental occasion. She urged him to enjoy it, and after reminding him that they had the place to themselves, she planted a passionate kiss. Electra didn't want him to let the weight of Luna bog him down. She vowed not to leave Will's side, and he thanked her for her patience and understanding. If she walked away from Will, she'd be forced to live without him, and she wasn't willing to do that.